Good morning, second graders. This is Monday, March 23rd, lesson 130. We're on week 2 of our videoing. I hope you had an awesome weekend. I know it's kind of chilly Saturday, a little bit of sunshine, and then rain on Sunday. So hopefully we can get some better weather this week and we can enjoy some time outside because can't go much else, but it would be nice to get some fresh air. I hope you're doing great. We have a short language lesson, then I'll go over our math, it's new, and then our science. All right, we're going to review the 4 kinds of sentences. There are 4 kinds of sentences. If you remember, we have declarative. What does a declarative sentence do? Think about that for a moment. It makes a statement. What does it end in? A period. Okay, what's an interrogative sentence do? Ask a question and it ends with a question mark. Imperative. What does an imperative sentence do? Sometimes we forget this one. It gives a command and it usually ends with a period. Exclamatory shows strong emotion or feeling and ends with an exclamation point. So that's our 4 kinds of sentences. We haven't talked about them in a while, but wanted to review. We're just going to do a review of adjectives. So I want you to think about this, see if you know the answer. What kind of words do adjectives describe? I hope you said nouns. We talked a lot about that last week, and we've talked about 2 questions that adjectives answer. They answer what kind and how many. If I said 5 friends followed fearless Frank, how many friends? 5 friends. What kind of Frank? He was fearless. Okay, well, that's a pretty short lesson. We're going to go ahead and look at your page. It's page 259. It says adjectives are words that describe nouns. They may answer questions what kind and how many. So Rex lost his bone. What kind of bone? You could put big in there. Rex lost his big bone. You can answer the question how many if you put 1 in there. Rex lost 1 bone. So number 1 says to fill in the blank with an adjective that tells what kind or how many. So before the noun, you're going to write a word that describes the noun, and it can answer the question what kind or how many. Number 2, draw lines to match number words with the numbers, and 3, draw lines to match color words with the colors. On the back, number 1, you got to think a little bit on this one. It says write 1 adjective in the blank as you answer the questions. My friend Kayla has baby ducks at her house. So what does a duck look like? Okay, you could say small, you could say yellow. What does a duckling sound like? Got to kind of use your imagination there if you've never been around a duck. And what does a duck feel like? So you're going to write a word that would describe the duckling. And then Grandma just made cookies. So you're going to talk about cookies. And I know you all love cookies. Usually in class we spend a lot of time talking about food. So it's usually because our papers talk about food and it makes us think about it. So I am sure you'll enjoy that part. Just think about those yummy cookies that Grandma makes. Number 2, you might see a lighthouse if you visit Acadia National Park. Read the adjectives and write them in the correct lighthouse. Color the lighthouse. I'm not worried about coloring. I want you to look at your words. If they are words that would tell what kind of lighthouse, they go under the what kind. And if they're how many, which will mostly be numbers, then you'll write the words on that lighthouse. All right, that's it for language. We're going to do math today, and we're doing something new that we haven't talked about before. So we're going to use something on the board. We are going to start counting by 4s. I'm going to send a video for you to practice. I would encourage you writing by 4s. I know we haven't talked much about it yet, and I hope you're practicing counting by 3. All right, I have something on the board that looks different than we've seen before. And we're going to talk about some money. Counting out coins and bills is one way to see how many coins and bills there are in a certain amount of money. But there's another way we're going to talk about. We can figure out how many coins and bills we need for an amount without using any coins or bills. So we're going to have to use some math here. All right, we have $9.78. So we're going to figure out the fewest coins and bills it takes to make $9.78 using this chart. So we're going to start, because when we count money, we always start with the biggest amount, the greatest value and amount. So we're going to go through with our $5, $1, and then I abbreviated quarter, dime, nickel, and penny. So that will go right in order and see. So we're going to start with $9.78. All right, we're going to look at $5. If I have $9.78, how many fives are in 9? So if you have $9, you're going to have at least one $5 bill and $9. So I'm going to write this down here because on your papers you're going to see underneath it's going to help you and walk you through these, the amount we need to make. So there's one $5 and 9. So if I take 9 minus 5, I have what left? 4. So that means I have $4. So now I have a $5 bill plus 4 ones equals $9. So now I have my dollars. I just need to make my 78 cents. So we're going to go through and we're going to try the fewest coins to make 78 cents. So if we look at quarters, a quarter's worth, hopefully you said 25 cents, and we have to make 78 cents, okay? So we're going to have 3 quarters because 3 quarters equals 75 cents. So now we have $9.75. So as we move on, we have to get from 75 to 78. So are there going to be any dimes? If we added 10 cents to this, we're going to have over 78 cents. Our nickel's worth 5 cents. If we add 5 to this, we're going to have over to this. So we don't need any dimes and any nickels. So we want to go from 75 cents to 78 cents. You go 76, 77, 78. So that gives us 3 pennies. I know these are kind of challenging. I'm going to walk you through the one on your paper as well, and you'll have some over the next couple days. It helps us work some math in our head and learn how to count money, which is important. So we're going to look at your math page on page 259. Number 1 and number 2, if you don't have a ruler, I completely understand. Number 3, sometimes we get tripped up on the first one, right? The answer, a leap year equals how many days? This year is our leap year. And we say there are 366 days, if you don't remember that. Number 4, draw lines to match. 5, write the products. 6, write the differences. Remember on the bottom one to do they are not color coded this time, so you need to do the 1s and the 10s, and don't forget to borrow. Number 7, draw lines to divide these shapes. 8, read your story problem. On the back, number 1, let's walk through this together. It says write the number of bills and coins needed to make the amount. We're going to use the fewest pieces of money. So we have $7.43. Okay? If you look at 7, how many $5 bills are in 7? Well, we have 1. So you'll write 1 under the $5 bill. So now you'll notice we're going to from $5 to $7. So how many dollar bills will that take? Well, 6, 7. So that took us 2. Okay, so our dollars are done. We have $7. We have $7.43. So 43 cents. How many quarters are in 43? We got to kind of think about that. There is 1. So now we have $7.25. Okay, and then underneath you'll notice we want to get to $7.35. So we're going to have to add how many dimes? 1. I hope you said 1. That'll give us $7.35. Then you'll notice we have to have $7.40, so that equals 1 nickel, and we're $7.40. And then you want to go from 40 cents to 43 cents, which would be 3 pennies. All right, number 2 is a listening skill question. I am going to read it a couple times, and then you can do your work in the workspace and answer it. If I go too fast, that's okay, and you don't get it done, that's fine. All right, so it says, in Acadia National Park, visitors can take a horse-drawn carriage ride. The carriage driver took 9 passengers on Tuesday morning. On Tuesday afternoon, he took 5 passengers. Wednesday, he had 4 passengers on his carriage. How many passengers did the carriage ride take altogether? So you're going to write your numbers out and work your problem in your workspace. I'm going to read it one more time. In Acadia National Park, visitors can take a horse-drawn carriage ride. The carriage driver took 9 passengers on Tuesday morning. On Tuesday afternoon, he took 5 passengers. Wednesday, he had 4 passengers on his carriage. So how many passengers did the carriage driver take? Number 3 says to fill in the blanks. Number 4, we got some Roman numerals. And number 5, you're going to write the answers. So hopefully you have been memorizing the to table and you understand that so you can finish that. All right, that leaves us to science. Moving on to talk about some flowers today, which it's the perfect time to talk about. Spring is here. We've had a lot of rain, and I know it's been chilly Friday and Saturday, but hopefully we'll get some warm weather. I know there are already flowers out. So you're going to read on page 35 to 37 about flowers. And then on page 36, it talks about the honeybees and how the honeybees help. Actually, on 36 and 37. Don't write in your book, but see if you can answer questions 1, 2, 3 to make sure you understand what you read. That is your Monday for you. I hope you have a wonderful Monday.